Original Aussie play a big hit. Review by Susan Foreman.
Sold out before they had even opened, Grey Nomad was a triumph. Funny, poignant and thought-provoking, Grey Nomad had the audience laughing and crying as the 4 retirees faced life on the road and the accompanying existential ups and downs. With minimal sets, the performance and most notably the soundtrack do the heavy lifting. Relatively new to life on the road, Jim, Tony Clayton, and Helen, Kerry Parkinson, are on their first lap as Grey Nomads. With their little pop-top motorhome, they are living the great Australian retirement dream. Well, Jim is, but Helen is not convinced. However, Jim is in fear of crossing paths with the wrong sort of people. Val, Lisa Upson, and Gary, Ian Tweedale, have been on the road for several years and are indeed those sort of people. The type that is embracing the freedom of the road and getting in touch with their primal selves through yoga and skinny dipping on deserted beaches. Jim is in fear of them wanting to be their friends. Written and directed by newly Warrandyte local playwright Dan Lee, Grey Nomad is a fabulous observation of the procession of seniors who hang laps of the continent when they have come to the end of their working lives, whom Dan said he got to know during his time living in Broome. The play opens on Cable Beach, a mecca for older travellers whose life's ambition is to drink champagne while watching the sunset over the Indian Ocean. It is refreshing to see older people's stories. This is a celebration of the third age and the joys and sorrows that are faced as you try to outrun your own sunset. The cast consists of just 4 actors who have done an incredible job of not only holding the stage for 90 minutes, but holding the audience rapt for the entire time. Each of their performances is a delight. It's a true ensemble, with each shining in their own way. The many laugh-out-loud moments were delivered with precision timing, and the more sombre moments carried off with the perfect amount of pathos. A big shout-out to Pam Ford for the sound design and Andrea McMahon for sound operation, with the sounds of the outback lifting the whole production to even greater heights. Co-director and lighting designer Grant Purdy made great use of lighting to portray the big Australian outback sky, with projection used in an almost filmic way, complete with the opening titles and scene titles helpfully letting the audience keep pace with the characters' nomadic life. The sets were simple but effective, carrying the comic strip feel from the promotional posters right through onto the stage. The use of the cafe seating was perfect for this production, providing an intimacy that draws you into the scene. If you are not one of the fortunate ones who managed to secure a ticket to this glorious celebration of senior life, you must watch out for it when it undoubtedly will get picked up by other companies.
Up next,
in November-December, is the return of everyone's favourite, The Fabulous Follies. As with every Follies, you'll never know what you're going to get. Warrandyte Theatre Company is currently casting for what will undoubtedly be a fun-filled production. Contact Adrian Rice at adrice@tpg.com.au if you want your time in the spotlight. There are also roles for musicians, set builders, costume makers, lighting and sound operators, front of house and backstage crew. If you're handy, creative or just curious, Adrian says you will be welcomed into the fold.
Major milestone approaches.
The Warrandyte Mechanics Institute and Arts Association is currently overhauling its archives. This is, in part, in preparation for a big celebration in 2028, when the current hall turns 100. If you or anyone you know has information or photographs about the hall, especially any time up to the early 1950s, the association would be delighted to hear from you. Please send a text to 0488 173 490.